Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode of Pokemon Unite, we're playing the ghost with the most. Again, his name is Gengar. He starts as a Gastly. He works from a Haunter. He's Generation 1, the original ghost Pokemon, and I am going to have some fun with this. We're going to be playing a build that I haven't ever tried before, and I am actually pretty surprised with the results. I had a good go with it. So anyway, it's a YouTube video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe your heart out. We do these every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and sorry about the lack of editing this week. I wanted to do some memes, but I just didn't have time because of a whole bunch of sound issues that have hopefully gotten ironed out by this point. So here we are. Let's talk about Gastly. Why are we playing him in lane? Well, Zorora wanted to do the jungle, so that's okay. I just want to play Gengar, and that is what I'm okay with. Now, the couple nuances that you will notice for early game Gastly are kind of twofold. Number one, they're all shit. Everything that Gastly does is terrible, and the damage is pathetic. So, when you use Lick, however, you are going to get a boosted auto immediately after you use it. So you want to use a boosted auto, and then you want to Lick, and then you want to use another boosted auto. All of these autos are terrible, but they do more damage than you would normally. So there is small combos that you can use with Gastly to make it less terrible. Also, we're using Fluffy Tail to help mitigate some of the, the complete lack of XP control that Gastly has. So there you have it. No flash, no eject button, and then easy kills on the Pikachu, who just walks forward. All that being said, though, you can see that we've picked up the Sludge Bomb. So yes, we are going Sludge Bomb and Hex, and now I can actually tell you about the items because we've got the build out of the way. The 2-move build. Anyway, the items, number one, Wise Glasses, easy. All of our abilities do stupid amounts of damage, and we want to do them a lot, and have them do a lot of damage, sorry. So, that being said, the second ability that we're going to be using, or second item that we're using, is Choice Specs. So every time that we use an ability, our next auto is going to hurt quite a bit more when it hits the enemy. I don't think it doesn't do anything after that. I think it just does more damage. You know what? I'm not actually sure. I know it's good. It makes sense for this build, but now that I'm thinking about it critically, I can't come up with what the item actually does. But beyond that, our final item, the one that doesn't make sense to anybody's brain, is Muscle Band. Now, why are we using Muscle Band? Why are we using an attack item on a special attacker? That doesn't make any sense at all. What are you doing? I thought you were a YouTuber. Jesus. But it turns out Muscle Band still is going to give you a pretty significant boost on your autos. You're still going to get that 3% current health damage from all of your auto attacks, and considering that Gengar has some of the most pathetic auto attacks in the entire game, I think it's a safe bet that this item is going to help us. So you're going to notice, even if we were playing in the jungle, the Muscle Band is going to do lots and lots of damage to anything with a high health meter. And that being said, we need it. Gengar absolutely 100% needs it. The choice specs are going to help with the auto damage too, but more than that, Muscle Band is going to be a consistent amount of auto attack damage, and we can use those in between uses of our Hex Teleport to do ridiculous amounts of damage. Not only that, but Gengar is incredibly good with Hex at taking objectives. So if there is a Rotom or a Zapdos or a Dreadnought up, and Gengar is anywhere near it with Fluffy Tail and Hex, it should be very dead very fast. You can see right here, it took less than 6 seconds to kill the Rotom. Obviously, it already took a little bit of damage. I don't know why Pikachu decided to go in that way. To get an easy 32 instant turn-in, the goalpost is dead, and now we need to kill ourselves a Lucario who's hiding out on the backside of the map, harassing our poor Kirlia. Okay, well, we're going to have to ult for him, and there it is. The Lucario is dead, the Gengar is the victor. And then suddenly we can see the C tier Pokemon taking out the S tier Pokemon. As I just watch my Curlia die on the backside, and it's fine. Everything's fine. So we're going to, once we come back to life, head down to the bottom lane, hopefully get the Dreadnought out of the way. Ugh. And the unfortunate part about being Gengar in lane is that you don't get a lot of easy XP farm. You don't get the buffs from the camps, obviously. You don't get your red buff slow or your increased damage from your blue buff, unless you steal them from a Lucario who has them. But that's fine. My team doesn't seem to want to do the Dreadnought. The enemy team does, because there's a Zorora. We're a level up on him. I don't want to go anywhere near him, though, because the Dreadnought is now dead after we secure it, because he was paying way too much attention to me. And I missed him. I actually missed him with the Hex Teleport for the reset, so that's how I died. And my team finally showing up to actually kill the Zorora and at least make my death not terrible. I mean, less terrible. It was still pretty bad. But Rotom's up in 10 seconds or so now, so we need to go up there. We've got our Fluffy Tail ready. Our ultimate is almost ready to go as well. And now, hopefully, my Gardevoir understands that we need to do this. The rest of my team has no fucking clue what is going on, but it's fine. Who needs a team when you can just do the objectives all by yourself? Greninja thinking this is now the time to go in under the Rotom, who is doing disgusting amounts of damage to him, coupled with the Gardevoir, who does disgusting amounts of damage, period, and my ass, who is just ready to haunt your nightmares. There is another 50 instantaneous turn-in. The goalpost is down. We're using Hex just to leave. No damage there. Oh, no. We got one Sludge Bomb proc. Now that... Okay, well, I can't save the Gardevoir, but I can completely miss my ultimate, and then maybe clean up everybody after that. So, those berries are not going to help you, friend. Yeah, we're getting the auto attack in between every Hex. Anytime that they land, you got to get the auto in to get the muscle band damage and to get the choice specs damage. And then all the Hex damage is just the cherry on top. That's the bread and butter. Oh no, he dashed forward and I dashed in and everything was terrible because people push their buttons at weird times. So, looks like there may be a bit of a... It's just a random ass fight. You're just randomly going in, you use the Plasma Gale, you think that you're going to get this Dreadnought before the Zapdos comes up, and I cannot tell you how incorrect you are. That is just bad. But, yeah, I wish there were more to talk about with this build, but it feels really good. I'll say that at least, if I have one glowing review for it. Hex does extreme amounts of damage. We just need to jump in there. Ninetales securing the Zapdos, and now we're going to just teleport on by. Okay, Lucario going for the Gardevoir kill instead. I'm just going to blink forward, get the instantaneous turn-in. It's only 60 points, unfortunately, because I didn't get a full 50. But now my whole team is dead. Suddenly the game is a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be. Hopefully Machamp is going to do something on the other side of the map. We are dead for the foreseeable future. Luckily, we weren't performing extremely well, so the game isn't going to give us like a million-year respawn, which is helpful. But everybody is just running in every fucking direction that they possibly can. We've got the Falcon Punch on the Zorora, who is now running for his life. The stun comes through for the Lucario, who is now dead. And we need to blink backwards to get the Cinderace from turning in, or keep the Cinderace from turning in, and then Pikachu should be nice and dead here afterwards as well. Proctor's Focus Band, that was 2,100 damage from a single use of Hex. Now, there is no reason to continue running forward. We are still in the lead, and we need to kill everybody who is trying to turn in on our shit. Thankfully, Gardevoir understood that. Good for that guy. As you can tell, this build is nuts. All the objectives are basically paper in front of Gengar when we're playing with this, and that muscle band is extremely, extremely helpful for letting him do damage when he normally wouldn't be able to. Not only that, but the Fluffy Tail makes playing Gastly a lot easier as well. Gastly and Haunter definitely seeing an uptick with the Muscle Band and effectiveness. So we got that 50% health buff too at some point. I guess it was doing stuff. I didn't really notice it very much, but I don't think you play Gengar to go in the fight and stay there. Yours truly coming away with the MVP, 170 points in. I'll take it. And that is it for Gengar. I will see you guys next time with some Machamp.